Harvey Lust is returning home to his abode, his lakeside house here, as he has just finished watching the Ohio Valley Wrestlings up at Davis Arena, which, for those who do not know, that is just up the road of the comic book worlds, where some big events are happening soon. We're going to have the Underworld title match coming up this Saturday, and then February the 24th on a Sunday, we will have the world title match between the Kirk Polka and the Sami Callihan. But Harvey Lust does not want to plug all that. Enough of that. Now, Harvey Lust is contemplating the upcoming events, and to think about the weather outside. You see, the weather here, the King Kold, he claimed that the weather was getting cold because the King Kold was coming. Well, if that was true, would the weather here in the Louisville not be getting colder and colder as the time approached? But it is not cold here like it was. See, for a few days, it was icy cold, there was snow everywhere, and the King Kold claimed that that was his doings. Well, Harvey Luster began thinking about this, because there is no way right now that this is his doings. If it was, this would not be getting warm like it is out here. And then he thought, why does the King Kold always claim that it is cold? Even in the middle of August, July, the summer months, that the man claims that he is cold. Well, Harvey Luster has broken the code to this. The mystery is solved. See, the King Kold, regardless of the weather outside, always claims that he is cold because that allows him to let people assume shrinkage and to compensate for his inadequacies with the simple explanations. And the shrinkage would explain why he's shrinking away from the challenges that Harvey Luster has been making since all the way back at the Plaid Saturday, when he was caught in public in a repeated beating of his wife during the Plaid Saturday tournament. So, Harvey Luster thought, if King Kold had nothing to do with the weather, there still has to be an explanation. It is getting much warmer out. As you can see, we're outside of Harvey Luster's private gym here, in the basement of his lakeside abode. But the illustrious one thought, who could make the weather so warm so fast? Perhaps it is the loudmouth Leo Laryngitis up in New York. Perhaps he is opening his mouth and talking since this round of the creative character competition has just begun. And perhaps he is spouting a lot of hot air, and just in the tradition of the John Calais, he is making promises and selling people on the idea that the Leo, the king of the New York State lotto, that perhaps he's convincing them that he can rig the lottery in their favor just to get their votes for the creative character competition. There's no need for this at all, because anybody with any intelligence knows that this is not possible. Could the man be able to rig the lotto, he would not be in this competition. He would not be doing the things he's doing. The man would already have figured a way to win the lotto, and he would be in the Bora Bora, the Hidi, any of those islands with the double names, the Hawaii, Kauai, what have you. Some nice tropicals place, which Harvey Luster would very much enjoy that himself. If the Leo Laryngitis wants to rig the lotto in New York for anybody, he could rig it for the illustrious one. And then we can both enjoy a trip to the islands. Of course, Harvey Luster already has the wardrobe and is ready, packed to go. Now, this is not the case either, though, because it has not gotten that warm, and Harvey Luster considers if the Leo could have that much power in his voice and that much hot air, would he not have already warmed it up to where Harvey Luster's air, his hot air coming out of his mouth at this short distance would not be visible? Because Harvey Luster does not put out a lot of hot air, but yet his is still visible because it is still a little cool out. So no, this is not the work of the Leo Laryngitis either. So then Harvey Luster thought, Mother Nature is not cold. Mother Nature is not warm. What is Mother Nature doing? Well, as you can see around me here, this must obviously be the work of the illustrious one. Only Harvey Luster would be capable of doing this to Mother Nature, because as you can see, Mother Nature is wet.